Hey, I'm glad you found part two. Perfect. So let's get caught back up. We were just about to dye my hair this color, and I had already done all of my deep conditioning and everything like that. So I am finally washing that deep conditioner out, and I'm about to get ready to start bleaching my hair now. So before bleaching, like I just said, I did do a whole bunch of prep. So if you haven't seen that, watch the video before this about my box braid takedown to get caught up. So here are the results after my deep conditioning treatment by Shea Moisture. I've always loved that treatment when I was loose natural. It just really makes my hair feel great, and it's like it still works with my locks. My hair feels rejuvenated because it was definitely dry after I took those braids out, but it's really feeling back to life. So I am confident going forward with my bleaching process. So I let my hair dry, air dry for a couple of hours, and then we came back and started bleaching. And then I started smelling this stuff, y'all, and this shit is strong, okay? So I was like, let me go get a t-shirt because this stuff just smells like it'll burn a hole in my arm, and I just don't want that. So I went and got my t-shirt and came back to get started with a test patch. So I left this patch, well, I let the patch cook. I left the bleach in there for about 25 minutes. And it was cool, but I honestly felt like it was a little too bright, so I decided that 20 minutes is probably okay. So now that hair has processed, I'm actually going to shampoo it just to make sure that nothing's left in it, and that if there's any bleach left, it'll stop working, because I don't want my hair to process any further. So again, this is just a test piece just to make sure my hair looked okay and it wasn't being damaged, and it still is curly and happy. So I felt a little bit better going to do the rest of my head. And so far, I'm liking the color. I usually like a natural ombre, so I really like black roots and then kind of a brown into a blonde. And so I think I achieved it. It's not perfect, I know, but it's definitely more of what I wanted. I don't like my hair so black. No, it's too dark. I feel like a mop when my hair is like all black. So once it starts growing out to like this, I think I will probably be coloring it every time. So anyway, continuing on with my hair, I went ahead and decided to do my hair in sections just so that I can watch my hair process. I didn't want to try to do my whole head, and I just felt like it wouldn't get coated evenly and I wouldn't be able to watch it and control the bleach. So I went ahead and started with the back section. So here I am just applying that bleach to my hair, and to be honest, I went too high. I had a feeling I would, but it's okay. I went a little higher up than I wanted to. So these bottom sections got really, really bright, but it's okay. They're towards the bottom. I'm fine with that. Also, if you did want to know, I used the I think it's BW bleaching powder. It's like a white pack with like purple and green letters, or it's either pink and green. I meant to show you a picture, but I forgot to take one. So I did use that, and then I used a level 30 developer. I actually bought a 30 and a 20, but I did my test patch with the 30 and I actually liked how it came out, so I just went with that all over my head. So here I am finished with that section. I put my bag on, and halfway through I went ahead and checked everything. I was like, oh, get right. Oh, I was tripping. Oh snap. Okay, so since it's getting bright, it's working. I left it in 10 more minutes, so 20 in total, and you can see my hair definitely lifted. I was so shocked. I never bleach my hair really, or at least I don't like to, so I don't know. I was surprised how bright it came out. I just wasn't sure. And then for it to be wet and be this bright, I was like, oh yeah, it's gonna be bright when it dries. So I went ahead and rinsed the rest of the product out of my hair, and then I just wanted to kind of take a look at it and just see how this whole section looked. This is my first big section. I committed to this thing, so I'm like, whoa. But I was cool with it. It's not perfect, but it's definitely brighter, and I would much rather have a messy, imperfect blonde than just all this black roots. It's too much. So since I was finished and happy with that section, I went ahead and rinsed it out with my shampoo just to make sure again that the product is deactivated and it won't keep processing in my hair, because I don't want it to get no lighter than this, honey. This is good. So now that I'm happy with that side, I am gonna go ahead and tie my hair up and try to get the other section ready. So I'm just looking to see what parts I already dyed and make sure I don't re-dye those. So yeah, I put those in a ponytail, and then now I can section off the other side of my hair and we can get started. So even though y'all know I said I went a little high on the other side, and for that my roots are pretty bright, but I do want everything to be kind of cohesive, so I decided to just follow that same process on this side, go the same closeness to my roots. I guess I know that's not the proper way to say it, but yeah, I just wanted it to be the same on both sides, so I went ahead and just followed the same steps, and I left this section in again for 20 minutes. So I went and grabbed a fresh Kroger bag because this one is the first one I used and it has bleach and product and stuff in it. So I want to make sure that doesn't get anywhere that I don't want it to. So I did use a fresh bag, tied that around, and like we said, we let that sit for 20 minutes. So time for the rinse out, and you can see it definitely took on this side. Sheesh. I love it though. I love it. It's really bright and pretty. So I am excited so far. So I'm going to get that all rinsed out. And of course, go for my shampoo. Make sure everything is deactivated. And then we are going to take it to the top. The top of my head, that is. And usually I would probably do this in the shower, but it's just easier if I show it to you from the sink. So here we are. And y'all see all that black I missed in the back. I'm gonna fix it. I didn't look at it yet, but I looked at it later and I fixed it. So before we start the top section, I just want to take a piece down and just let you look at it. See if you can tell the difference. I mean, obviously my roots are brighter, but I was trying to see if the blonde took and was brighter. But at this point, it was still kind of hard to see because my hair was still wet at the bottom. So it was kind of matching my old dyed hair, the new hair and the old hair. But yeah, I can still see it. You can still see that the new dyed hair is definitely brighter, definitely more blonde. So yeah, we'll just proceed with the top part. I split my hair down the middle, and then I split that further into 2 halves. So here's one side of my head, and then we're gonna start on this side. And I'm gonna split that side in half. So just for the record, you guys, I know nothing about hair, so please don't think that this is the way to bleach your hair. Please do not follow these steps. I am not a hair expert at all. This is my disclaimer. I literally know nothing about hair. I've never been to hair school or anything like that. But I have been dyeing my hair since I was 15 years old. And I felt comfortable enough with all of my knowledge and all of my trial and error. I felt comfortable enough to proceed and give this a try on my own. But if you have never bleached your hair, please, please, please consult a professional, because you can F your hair up, sis, and you don't want that, because it just takes too long to grow back. Ain't nobody got time for that. So anyway, back to the hair. You can see I'm going ahead and applying the bleach again. And I'm not going to go up as high as I did on the bottom. I'm just gonna go up and leave about 1 inch away from my roots. And I decided to let that sit first, and then I'm gonna let it sit for about 10 minutes, and halfway through I'm gonna come back up and do the closer to my roots and let it sit for another 10 minutes. So that's part of this section. So we need to dye our other section. Y'all can see my face. That bleach is so strong. It's like choking me. I haven't done this in a long time, I told you. So I was not ready. I was not prepared for how strong that thing was gonna be swinging. Like, just the smell was just, oh my gosh, it's so overwhelming. And I was ready to be done at this point, but it's okay because I just wanted to take my time. I didn't want to rush and risk messing this up. So after 10 minutes, I did go back and apply more bleach closer to my roots, but apparently my camera wasn't recording, so I missed that part. But I let it sit for another 10 minutes, and then here is me finally washing it out. My hair at the bottom was starting to get wet at this point, and I was like, oh crap, I should have put it up. So that's what I'm trying to do now, because I didn't want all my hair to get bleach back in it. So yeah, okay, so half a head down, this is what we're looking like. I'm excited to see all of it. Let's go ahead and throw that shampoo in there, get a good lather going. And I like this shampoo. This is the first time I've used it, but it's like a color treated shampoo from Mane and Growth. Oh Lord, I don't forgot the name. I showed it to y'all though, so don't beat me up, don't come for me. Finally, let's take it over to the last section. I had already put in that first round of bleach at this point and let it sit for 10 minutes. And now I'm coming back and just applying it closer to my roots and just getting all the little spots that I missed. So I'm gonna apply this and let it sit for the final 10 minutes, and then I will rinse it out and finally be done with the bleaching part. I was so scared I was gonna drop this in my eyeball, y'all. Like, do not get this stuff in your eye. This is not what you want. Nice, so we did our back section and we're gonna go ahead and put it up and let it process for that final 10 minutes. Just so you know, if you're curious, I only use one pack of powder developer and I use one tiny little bottle of cream developer. It was the small one. It's like $2.99. So I only use one pack of developer and one pack of the powder stuff. Again, look, I don't know what the names for all of these things are called, but you know what I mean. The powder part and the liquid part. I use one of each of those and I mixed them together, and that gave me a full cup, which was enough to do my entire head. Most people, you may need more, but that's kind of the perk of having 4C hair. Our hair is so fine that my hair is pretty small, so it doesn't take a lot of product to cover my whole head. I usually only need a box of anything to get through my hair. So y'all who don't like having fine hair, it's some benefits to it. That's one of them. You don't use a lot of product. Ooh, we are finally done with the bleaching process. That took way longer than it had to, but it's okay. I don't mind. Ooh, I'm splashing stuff all over the counter, all over the mirror. All right, it's time to get this color in and out. I am only gonna leave it in for 20 minutes, so I'm ready to be done with this. Let's slap it in there and get this process over with, because I am ready to sit down. Oh my gosh. So I went ahead and really put this everywhere, honestly, even on the black parts of my hair, just because I knew that the black part wasn't really gonna lift that much. I didn't expect my roots to take. If anything, I thought they may come out brownish somewhat, which would have been fine, but yeah, I didn't expect my black to really die. So I just slapped it on everywhere, and then I left it in for 10 minutes, and then I came back to just check on it and see what was happening. And to be honest, I'm like, I don't know. I think it worked. I think it's working. I'm not sure. So let me apply some more. I just went ahead and put the last of the bottle. I'm not going to use this anymore after this, so I might as well use it all and just, not waste any product. So I took the sections down and just applied a little more dye to all of my sections, and then I just let everything sit for 10 more minutes, so 20 minutes in total altogether for the dye. So it definitely took. My hair is definitely brighter. Oh, I gotta see it dry. I think that's gonna be the determining factor for me. But regardless, the color is here now. I gotta get used to it. I do like it because I like anything, any shades of brown, blonde, gold, strawberry, anything that's in the blonde family. I like it. So this is my hair wet after the shower. I did jump in really fast just so that I can wash my entire head all at once, just to be sure it got all of the dye out. And then I followed that up with the 2-minute conditioner that they had that came with the box dye. And oh my gosh, when I tell y'all, that smells so good. Like, I'm gonna have to see if they sell that separately, because it was the Cream of Nature box and it was like a 2-minute deep conditioning pack. I don't know if that's a specific product, but it smells so freaking good, and it made my hair feel like just butter soft. So I didn't even know my locks could feel this soft. But man, if I find that conditioner, I'm gonna show it to you guys, and I'll let y'all know, because man, I almost feel like it's a little life-changing. Like, look at how soft my hair is looking right now. Edges laid, like just not even trying. What the heck? So I'm gonna have to get some of that. I did not know Cream of Moisture had it going on like that. Okay, now I know. So yeah, y'all, what do you think? This color is looking interesting so far. My hair is still super saturated, so once it dries, I'll come back and just show you. But my hair survived, and so I'm proud. Nothing broke off, nothing fell out. My curls are still there. It doesn't look like I received any damage. So overall, I'm happy with this process. I know those patches in the front are pretty bright, but you know, it is what it is. Sometimes it's not perfect, so that's all right. We gotta let go of perfection and just learn to go with the flow. And that's what I love about locks. You could just go with the flow. So you see my roots still pretty dark. That's the way I like them. And so yeah, y'all, tell me what you think. Was this a fail? Was this a learning lesson for me? Should I never do this ever again? Do I look like a cheetah? I don't care. Even if y'all don't like it, I still love it. No shade on your opinion. I love y'all opinions, but I like it. I'm rocking with it. I think it's dope. So that's all for this video. See you in the next one.